favor and let me know if the stream has any issues popping up. We should be live now. Theoretically.
Hello.
Yeah, we're live.
Yay!
Yeah.
We are a go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Avery, and I will be your lead idiot. I mean your dungeon master for tonight. I use they, he pronouns, and before we jump into today's session, we're gonna do our usual reminder of who's who. So I'm gonna pick on folks in the Discord and start with Alicia. Who are you, and who are you playing?
I don't know. Who am I? um, I'm Alicia. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Callie, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Caleb?
My name is Caleb. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Firenze, who uses he and they pronouns.
Next up, we have Corey.
Hello, I'm Corey. I use they, he pronouns and, or he, they, sorry. And I play Lim, who uses they, them, but also he because I forget sometimes.
And then next we have Flexi.
Hi, I'm Fluxy, he, they. I play as Kokia, he, she, or they.
And then Hale.
I'm Hale. I use they, he, and I play Basil, who uses he, him.
And then Stormy.
Hi, I'm Stormy. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Fynn, who is also using he, him pronouns. Wow, I added words.
It's okay, it's late at night. So yeah, that's who's who, and just a quick disclaimer before I get into even more disclaimers, but my headphones, which are gamer headphones with a mic attached, are slowly dying. I'm waiting for new ones to come in the mail, so if I sound weird tonight, sorry in advance. My headphones are dying and I have no control over it. So, now onto the more official announcement stuff. So if you missed earlier episodes, want to learn about, lore or anything like that, we do have a link tree, which now has the link to our official Wikipedia page, which is super easy and pretty to navigate. We also have episodes 1 through 4 on YouTube. Currently only 1 through 3 are on Spotify. I'm hoping to get 4 and 5 up this weekend. Please note that we do transcripts, so if you're someone that really needs to read as you listen or otherwise needs that additional info, those are also available as posted on Google Drive. I don't have my stream open, but if you just followed or liked or whatever that sound was, I don't have it memorized. Thank you so much.
Oh, no.
Someone say hold on.
Yeah, can you ban your last follow?
Okay, let me... I might have to open Twitch to do that. Hold on.
Sorry. I didn't get the full username before it faded.
Alright, let me...
I didn't get the full username before it faded.
Alright, are we getting... Alright, let me... Are we getting raided right now? What is going on?
I don't think we're getting rated.
Follows.
Because there's no comments.
Oh.
The latest
I've only
follow...
got 3 people viewing.
Well, some of you should have moderator privileges where you can ban. Because I gave a bunch of you moderator.
Yeah, I just didn't see the full username before it faded. That was my bad.
Did it start with a C? Because that's the one...
Started with an H. It was the Haas.
Okay, no. So then it's not that
That's the one
then.
that's been going. Okay. I'll just watch out. But that's the one that streamer Twitter has been up in arms about.
Oh.
Oh, did you see them pop up, or...?
The banner, popped up on your stream that said Haas something followed. Let me...
Yeah, they're not... It's not showing up on mine. Because I have the widget that tells me who's following me. I guess I could also try... Sorry, stream. We're just checking
just
something real
found-
quick.
I just found a list of all their usernames on Twitter, so I'll just be kind of focusing on just going through and
Oh,
banning
yeah,
all
I
of them.
see it now. Alright, I just got them, and then I'm assuming the second one with an H is probably also them.
Yeah, anything that
Alright,
I'll type out, like,
there we
what
go.
to watch out for username-wise
Alright, I just blocked those
Yeah, that
two.
in the
one.
Discord.
Alright. There we go. Sorry about that, chat. I'm just trying to make sure it's safe with all the recent stuff that's been happening on Twitch. Anyway, back into the usual disclaimers. So, where was I? Yep, handy linktree, linktr.e/mw, not mwm underscore pod for all those handy links. Before we do recap, if I can talk tonight, before I give a recap of episode 5, I'd like to point out a few things. This channel has the mature filter on, that means both streamers and viewers should be over 18. If not, try to get parent permission. There's only so much I can do to make this safe, so please, viewer discretion is advised. Second, D&D involves a lot of improv acting, and while I can foresee some triggers and warn you of some of them, I can't do all of them until, we do the whole session and I see what pops up. That being said, common triggers in this campaign are blood, injury, violence in combat, swearing, moderate amounts of potty humor, mind control, amnesia, betrayal, and backstabbing, and there was one that was probably going to come up tonight that's specific to today's episode, which is mentions of drug use and alcoholism / bad parenting. So those are the warnings for tonight. Take care of yourself. Step away if you need to. And then this podcast is going to run 9:15 to 10:45. There will be a 5-minute break halfway through. So yay, potty break. Another kind of quick note. I just wanted to thank the crew for working so hard on episode transcriptions and making this more accessible to folks. I also wanted to thank, people helping out with making pit crews and Fluxy in the past for making maps. I also want to thank the little churro on Twitter and Nido Sprout on Twitter for making awesome art for this podcast. And with that said, we're going to jump right into a session recap. So tonight we're going to pick up where we left off from last session. Last session in episode 5, the party journeyed through the ice caves in the Draco Republic, searching for the missing Remembrance Guild recruiter. Their investigation of the caves led to the discovery of corrupted animals, a dangerous fire genasi man named Kairar, who is loyal to the Raven Queen, and End, a dark purple tiefling who is the recruiter they were looking for. It is by speaking with End that the party discovered End knows where Firenze's missing daughter, Byron, and that they actually raised her to adulthood and acted as a foster parent of sorts. They also learned that Byron's mother and stepfather are intensely corrupted and are missing as well. Although N knows what mission Byron took on before going missing, they have been unable to find her. N hopes that by searching through files at a guild office and tracking unusual activity that they may find the Traveler and in turn Byron, whose last mission was to act as the Traveler's personal bodyguard. It is important to remind you that End is the child of the Raven Queen and a mortal man, and they therefore are a demigod. And also told you last session that their mother often blocks them from finding important information on people, or finding important people. Hence, why the party's help is so essential. So that's my long-winded recap. This info is usually also posted on our wiki as well for those that are like, I need info. Recap aside. Last time, we met End, we got heals, we got some information, and people were kind of talking to End, talking to each other before they went to bed. I know not everyone got to talk to End or each other before session ended last time. Was there any interactions you want to do before doing a long rest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
I think there is like a moment outside before there is a long before like we all go to sleep. Where like friends just like says something along the lines of like I need a few moments, and then like like walks away with like a stack of like ceramic plates. And then like a few moments later, you just hear friends full yelling and like chucking these plates at a tree. And just like various obscenities coming from Firenze as he's just very close to rage, but not actually there.
All right. Does anyone in the party notice this? All right, someone's echoing. I don't know if it's me. I don't think I have a tablet. Let me look. Okay, it's not me. All right. Does anyone in the party want to do perception check for that?
I'll
Sure.
go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
We all care about Firenze.
Yeah.
I am not trying to hide, and my passive perception is.
Your passive perception's what?
Or my passive stealth would be. Passive stealth is 13.
Okay, so you gotta
Oh,
beat a
goodness,
13.
is it?
Not bad.
Basil heard it. The only one in the party who heard that entire outburst.
I'm not that.
Basil's in.
Yeah. So Basil, you're probably like just getting ready for bed and whatever, and you just suddenly start to hear what sounds like someone's breaking dishware outside. Do you investigate, or do you like, I don't get paid enough for this, so just go to bed?
I think I grab my rat friend and respectfully put him on my shoulders, seeing as he is not actually a rat, and go and see what's happening.
Okay, yeah. So you go outside and you see friends breaking a bunch of ceramic plates. You can say something, or you can just watch. It's up to you.
I would like to get him more plates.
You just slowly start putting more and more plates on the stack when he's not looking.
Yeah. Because I think Basil just like silently just like tries to make this a better moment for him because he knows that this is how Firenze is playing something. So just adds more plates.
Are you trying to stealthily like give them to friends without like making friends notice you're there, or are you letting friends notice you're there?
I think I'm letting friends notice I'm there, just like as a like the silent understanding of people who have been through shit. Is kind of the vibe Basil's going for.
Even still, like, since Firenze sees all of you as like children that he looks after, he like turns around, sees you, and like you can tell like he's been ugly crying. But he turns around and sees you and takes a breath and oh, is everything okay?
Are you asking me if everything's okay with me? 'Cause you know it's okay for you to not be okay sometimes, right? Like you don't always have to ask us if everything's okay. Sometimes it's okay if you're not okay.
Yeah, of course I know that. I've told you all that multiple times. Of course I know that.
Basil just like gives you a look and is like, okay, well I brought you more plates. And however you would like to process how you're feeling, I encourage you to do that. And then we will just clean up tomorrow, okay? And Basil like tries to dad the dad. What's the role for dadding the dad?
Maybe persuasion or performance?
Yeah. Yeah.
Performance. Roll for dad.
Roll for dad.
Dad check.
Grappling.
Let's see how.
Grapple.
Grappling.
I feel like Basil should be good at dadding.
I'm not
Animal
touching
handling.
that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it, Caleb.
Fred's just kind of like sits down in the snow and maybe you're right. Are the other ones close by or?
I think everybody's sleeping. I think it's just you and me. And my buddy, my little... I feel weird calling him my rat now. But, my little buddy, he is here too.
Well, I guess I can tell you now, and I'll tell everybody else in the morning. If you think everybody's asleep.
Shoot. Oh no. Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry, my mic dropped for a second. Well, we can go and try and round the crew up. Why don't we, get it all done at once so you don't have to repeat the story? If they're sleeping, we can just wake them up.
I don't want to be a bother,
Can I, drop Theodore on the ground and politely request of him to go summon the crew?
Yeah, you can have Theodore do that.
Okay.
So while you're...
I don't...
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say to Caleb, no, never mind. That's a bad joke. Continue.
Okay, so while you're kind of outside, comforting friends inside, is anyone, sleeping, or are you all, kind of awake right now?
Fynn is reading his, going over his journal full of all the god worshippers he's encountered, so he's not asleep.
Say Callie's gonna talk to N still.
Okay.
Yeah, some people wanted to talk to N.
Yeah, so why don't we do it where we can have it where Theodore gets everyone after folks talk to N, so anyone that wants to talk to N, we can do that, and then Theodore will do the gathering folks.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So Callie, well, yeah, either way. Alicia said Callie wanted to talk to N.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go for it. And I can even add their picture to our map.
So, yeah, Callie will just kind of, go up to them and just be like, hey.
N's had a long day, with the whole, ice cave thing, helping you guys, absorbing corruption in their own, method of, healing corrupted individuals. So they're definitely looking worse for wear. They seem to be going over, some sort of, paperwork, some of it might be connected to Byron, some of it might not. Either way, they've had a long day, and it looks like they're going to continue to have a long day, and it takes them a second to notice you, and they go, oh, hi, can I help you with something?
I don't want to interrupt you. You look like you're working on something, but I just wanted to say, I get it. Being judged based on stuff that your family has done. I just wanted you to know that, I'm sorry for Lim. I know that they should say it, but they should. It's not fair to judge you based on what your family does.
They're quiet for a moment. They're quiet for a moment, and they go, thank you, but I have a feeling your family complications are a bit different than mine, because when part of your family is literally gods, the power and the damage they can do is quite honestly the most terrifying thing I've ever come across. And unfortunately, with what little power I have, all I can do is my best to not become like my mother.
I get that, but still, you shouldn't be judged immediately based on what your parents do.
And they just kind of nod again and kind of flash you a small smile and go, "Thank you." I think
All
you're.
right, I'll let you.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that. And do you need help?
Oh no,
No,
no.
no, never mind, never mind.
I mean, if you want to, I'm sure we should be sleeping right now. But I'll admit I have workaholic tendencies, and with the mess with Byron, the numbers of hours I'm awake versus I'm asleep is horribly disproportionate. But one of us should get enough sleep, so you should really at least pretend to sleep. Well, at least one
I mean,
of
I'm
us.
not going to be sleeping for a few more hours. I still have to work on this stupid contraption, so.
I mean, looks rather fascinating. I mean, it's yours, so if you want to call it stupid, then by all means, it's yours. You can use whatever adjectives you like, but
It's stupid until I get it working. I don't know what it is yet.
that's fair.
Alright, but yeah, I'll let you. And she just kind of like does the like awkward finger guns. I'll let you do your thing and
Oh my
leave.
goodness. Alright. Was anyone else talking to end? Lim, who
Almost
got
did.
called out.
I'm
I missed it. What was it?
You know, honestly, I don't think Lim deserves to hear that. So I'm gonna say my 10. I'm still asleep. Lim is getting trash talked, and you know what? That's okay. Lim kind of deserves it.
Oh, no.
But Lim is asleep now.
Alright, last call for anyone that wants to.
Oblivious of what's happening.
Last call for anyone that wants to talk to end. Okay. Gonna take the silence as a no. So Theodore then comes in and, obviously the people already awake are the easiest to gather. Lim, Theodore kind of like to wake you up, just like walks over your face and like pats like slaps you with his little rat hands, be like, "Wake up, Lim," and eventually you wake up and go downstairs and everything. So you're all kind of gathered, and End is there. They're kind of toward the back though, and they just kind of go, I'm not sure if your rat do if I should be included or not. If you want me to wait inside, I can do that.
Who?
Are we all together at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, Lim is awake now. Okay.
Well, I mean, I hope so.
And
Just drag Lim
so
in.
Theodore guided everyone and was just kind of asking like if they were supposed to be there, since like you guys were kind of together before they showed up. They're not sure if Theodore was supposed to get them or not. So
I think that's
that's gonna be up to friends, yeah.
Say that one more time. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Mhm.
So Theodore had gathered everyone and just went, "Your rat told me to come here. At least I think he did. I don't really speak rat. Am I in this conversation, or does your group need like a moment to yourselves?"
A moment would be excellent if you don't.
Yeah, of course. And they just go back inside. So now it's just the party.
Hi. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good, I guess.
Fynn is wearing several blankets with his cane, and he's just like, the cold is not great on my knees, but continue. We're here about you, I think.
Oh, we can go some more. I don't mean to.
No, it's okay. I got blankets on. I'm okay.
So,
Unless- Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
kind of got revealed last time that I have a daughter. And not like a one of you daughters. say that any of you are any less my family. But my wife Shelley physically gave birth to her. And think that it's fair that you know a little bit more about me before you continue this journey with me. Because it doesn't. I don't know if I would want to be in a group with a parent whose child ran away. So I guess here, hold on. Friends takes some small pieces of wood real quick and makes a small little fire. And so I used to when I was much younger, about y'all's age, left my parents' house, uh, and I was in a band for a little bit. I was a drummer, which is extra hilarious because I still can't keep a beat to save my life. But it was fun. Um, and I started partying. I started drinking. Um, and I met this beautiful woman, and her name is Shelley. Shelley is my um and Shelley and I hit it off just immediately, right? He bought a house. I got a promotion at this crappy job I was working at, so I was a manager at this shitty job. Um, she agreed to marry me, but it got hard because there was just so much going on all at once. It felt like the whole world was right in front of me, and up until that point, I was a kid, you know. Um, so I started drinking a lot more. Um, and I we were fine on money, but I wanted more, so I started gambling as well. Um, and I got pretty low with that. Uh, but I didn't get to hit bottom yet until Byron was born. Once I knew that Shelley was going to have Byron, I got my life together. You know, I kept my job. I stopped drinking. Uh, stopped gambling. I had everything together. And then, when Byron was young, the world started to speed up again. Just so fast, as if, like, everything was happening all of the time, and I just couldn't stop it. So I did what I knew how to do. I drank, and I gambled, and I lost money. So that's what happens when you gamble. And at some point, the alcohol just wasn't enough. And I did things that I was not proud of. I never physically hurt Shelley. And I never directly hurt Byron at all. But I was not a great person to Shelley. And I don't know if I'll ever be a good person. If we have to live with the average of the morality of our lifespan experiences, I don't know if I will ever be able to tip that needle into being a good person. But after a while, Shelley rightfully said she had enough, and she left, and took Farryn with her. And I woke up and realized that they were gone and that my child was gone. And so I quit everything. I went after, and by the time I got to where Shelley was, Byron had already ran away. And that's when I hit my rock bottom. I lost a lot of time. But I found a sponsor, got clean, and over the last, I'd say, last 5 years of my life, and at least 3 hours every night looking for Byron. That's why in the past with our group, I've escaped every now and then and left out for a while to make I've escaped from the party for a little bit. I haven't had a drink in over 4 years. I haven't done drugs in over 5, and I haven't been at a game. I should have let you all know this earlier. I understand this impacts you and whether or not you want to have me in your life. So come morning, if any of you decide you're uncomfortable with me being here, then will go off on my own. And I will find Byron that way.
I think that would be a bad idea.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attach myself to your leg.
I'm
That's a
gonna
little okay.
Kia is Firenze's boot now. I think that would be a very bad idea. I think that in the time that we have spent together, you've proven to be more than you think you are.
I'm gonna be honest. I have not personally known anybody who has dealt with addiction. but from what I understand, it's really fucking tough, especially when you got more than one. You have, from my point of view, you have put in the work. Like you said, you got a sponsor and you have tried to get better. I don't know if Byron will feel the same way because, like you said, I agree that Sally had every right to protect herself and your daughter. But if you want to see if Byron is willing to forgive you and to see if she's okay, then I'm at least going to stick with you. I'm not going to speak for everyone else in the party, but the fact that you are trying to be better and to get better, it's really challenging and really commendable. Just the whole 4 years, that's really hard. I feel like it should be obvious at this point, but Fynn is, of course, crying. Sort of wipes it away, and he goes, excuse me, none of you saw that. No one saw anything. I just had something in my eye. I was going to say something else, but I think I'll just leave it at that. That I'm not just going to leave you. I don't think this is something you can do by yourself. Because that's a lot. And like you said to me, when we had that whole talk at the camp, you got a pretty heavy canoe. Let us help you carry it. And I would like to walk over and open an arm to Firenze for a hug.
He will extend a hug to you.
Do I have the sharing conch shell now?
Just passes the... What is our conch
We
shell?
just passed
Yeah.
Theodore back and forth.
That's a sentient being. We can't do that. The conch was
Theodore the
in Lord of the Flies.
rat.
The conch was it was a metaphor. It was only a character because of its significance in the story. It wasn't sentient.
Talking
Anyway.
stick, but it's a rat.
Theodore doesn't mind.
Wait,
Literal
are they
talking stick.
Are they still in the unicorn onesie?
They are.
Yes.
course.
It's like a little dirty now. Firenze, you said you're not a good person, but I think you have, like, you wake up every day and, at least that I've noticed of this journey, and you try to be better a little bit more than the day you were before, and I think that's honestly the definition of doing good and being good. So maybe, like, you weren't a great person back then, but who you are right now and who you are presenting every day is what is the Firenze that we love and the Firenze that we, care for. And that, who I see, is a good person. You are a good person, and of course we're going to help you find your daughter.
We're in this together. You don't have to do this alone anymore. And can I just say, for the record, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too, friends.
Same.
Yeah. My parents already left. You're not allowed to leave.
And the other one, sorry.
We'll just address that later.
I mean, you're worried.
We don't have time to unpack that.
You're stuck with us, Firenze. You can't get rid of us.
I mean, you're worried about whether or not we want to be with a parent whose kid ran away. Do you want to be with a kid who ran away?
Yeah.
Like, gotcha. Uno reverse card. Boom.
Uno reverse.
Anyway.
I haven't had a dad since I was 8.
I mean, Callie will be looking very sincere at them when she says it.
I mean, I feel like there's a big difference between a kid that ran away and and a parent that, is the reason a kid ran away. You know, one of them seems a lot worse than the other.
They're
Stop.
both human beings who probably have things to work on and still deserve love if they are trying to get better.
I'm just. I am scared that Byron believes that I never looked for her. I am scared that she feels like her family has left her all alone. You know?
Well,
That's
when
why
we
we're gonna
find her,
find her.
she'll know you didn't.
Yep.
I mean,
When?
Don't we have the scrapbook? That's like literal physical proof of you trying your best to find her. Or is the scrapbook not an actual thing?
I'm gonna say it is an actual
can make
thing.
one?
Yeah, it is an actual
Okay,
thing.
okay, good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Not just a Discord channel.
Friends has been putting one together for a little bit. But friends will like go like so they're bodyguarding for this the one that when I talk about it I get a headache. Unless I'm around Lim. Like if I can't even say the name without getting a headache, how am I gonna find this asshole?
You're not
No.
alone. That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll get a lot of pain
Plus-
medication.
You do have me for
Well-
right now, yeah.
Maybe
got me
no
too.
pain medication for you, but for us. We'll figure something out.
I'll be your good luck charm.
And I'll offer you some French toast in this trying time.
May I
Do
offer
we
you
still
a
have-
berry?
I forgot about the French toast.
Wait,
Oh
do
my
we still have
God.
French toast?
Do we still have it, or do we eat all of it?
I think you underestimated how much I made.
Oh, that was. I thought that was a bit that you used all the. Did you use all the bread?
No,
It was
friends,
all the bread.
friends kept it low.
Oh no. We just end this scene with everyone having French toast.
It was all the bread.
Oh no.
A little
We're all, like,
I can't-
crying, like nibbling on our slices of French toast, just tearing.
nighttime snack for bed.
Yum. Yeah.
Raise your
Uh,
hand if you're still gonna be here tomorrow. For Firenze.
Thanks for the band.
Callie raises her hand.
Lim raises a hand as well.
Raises a hand, but the hand has Theodore in it.
And Theodore raises one of his hands.
also
Yep.
raising his palm.
I'll raise both my hands.
Guess friends will raise his hand too.
Aw.
Reluctantly
spirit.
accepts
Just like,
love.
alright, fine. Puts up hand.
Nobody's
Funny.
perfect here.
No, God, no.
What matters though is that we're trying to be better. Sometimes that's all you can do.
No one's perfect.
hmm
You got a support system, friends. The love that you have shown us so far is gonna come back in spades.
Thanks, kiddo.
Of course.
How are we gonna shovel love?
I mean, everybody expresses love in different ways, so I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
gonna be there for him, because he was there for me, so I'm just gonna be there for him. You can do whatever you want. I don't know. I don't know what your love
Confused
language
about
is. So...
the shovel.
I mean, you did
Wait.
mention a shovel, so.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't put it together. I was like, I meant like I was. It was a metaphor.
Okay.
Don't worry, you don't need a shovel. Although, if Firenze maybe needs a shovel, maybe we go get one for them. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you do what you feel is right? And I just awkwardly pat Koki's shoulder.
I'm gonna go get a shovel.
Oh, No, don't. Okay.
Kokia runs off.
Okay, bye. I tried to explain to her. I just turned to the group. I'm like, I tried to explain to her it was a metaphor. I don't know.
Maybe Kokia's love language is gift giving.
Maybe. Yeah.
And food.
Yep.
Oh yeah, making food for people. Oh yeah.
Acts of
He-
service.
Yeah.
He has fed all of us.
Kokia's great.
Love Kokia.
This has just become a love circle now.
Everybody's
Yeah.
crying.
Support
We're all just
circle.
getting really soft on each
Finn's
other now.
not crying. Totally not crying.
Crying.
Definitely. He's not.
Well,
Teared
anyway,
up for a second, but quickly wiped it away.
little support circle aside. So you do your reverse dad situation with friends, which was long overdue. So thank you, Caleb. That was such a cute scene. So that happens. You're gonna go back in the inn and gonna get your long rest. So if you had any damage, which I don't think anyone got wounded last time, but if you use spell slots or whatever, you get all that back with the long rest. But we can't go to the morning quite yet, because we do have a little dream sequence, a little plot drop. Is anyone else hearing echoing? 'Cause it's coming up on my end. Might just be me.
Just a little bit.
A little bit, okay. So we're gonna do a little plot
Yeah,
drop
sure.
via a dream. So you're all asleep now, including End, our most recent NPC. Unlike previous dreams, you all don't have your own. It seems like all one shared dream. Also, like previous ones, the fact that you're sharing one doesn't seem like it's being done on purpose. It seems like it's happening on accident. And in this stream, you're seeing like flashes of what appear to be memories. So, in one memory flash, you see like a younger End arguing with you only see feathers from the point of view you're at, but you're assuming it's the Raven Queen, and you don't hear what they're arguing about until the very end when she says, "I don't care whether you're my child or not. You're either with me or against me, and if you're against me, you are going to regret it until the day you die." And then, before you can even really process that flash, it shifts to another flash, and End still doesn't seem super old here. Like maybe they're like 1890, 1819-ish in this next flash, and it seems like they maybe like this is a part where like they had just recently joined the guild, like this is like their younger days, and it seems like it's been leaked amongst this a group of new recruits that who their mother is, and people are like whispering about them, and like people are refusing to work with them, and they're basically alone. And you see more flashes, and they're alone again and again. The only times they're not alone is when they take on disguises and pretend to be someone else. And there's more flashes as they grow older. They do get a few friends that trust them and know who they really are, but most of the time, as soon as people know who they are and who their mother is, they don't want to work with them. They don't want to talk to them. Stuff like that. And then there's another flash. This flash is one where we talked about last time how End had actually encountered the Byron who ran away and ended up raising her. This seems to be like when they just found her, and they're like talking and getting to know each other, and to their surprise, when they tell her who their mother is, she doesn't immediately reject them. Instead, she asks questions and tries to learn more, and you see more flashes of them spending time together, and End trying to insist there's safer people for you to be with. I get that you don't feel comfortable looking for your father right now, and I know your mom and stepdad are sick and can't be found. I get that, but there's safer people than me to be with, and she refuses. And they spend more time together, and you don't really know much about N's father, but you know what the Raven Queen's like, and it seems like in these flashes, the only real family that N has had of late is Byron. And, you know, you get more flashes of, like, them having, like, cute, like, making food together, or them training together, or whatever. You also see recent flashes of them trying to find her. You know, like, there's not a doubt within your mind that, you know, them having their Raven because their mothers brought them, like, a lot of pain, and that them helping Byron has been, like, something that's helped them start to feel better about themselves. You know, obviously other stuff has helped them as well, but this dream has really made you learn a lot more about End, and the more you dream, the more you're like, I don't think they mean to share this with us. I think there's just, like, accidental slippage of dreams. And let's just say if you were to bring it up in the morning, they were probably going to be like, oops. So that ends the shared dream sequence. No scarecrow or fake scarecrows involved this time. And kind of going past the dream sequence. So I forgot to tell you about the inn last time. So the inn you're staying at is called the Nocturnal Soul. It's right by a little lake, so you can go ice skating if you want. It's owned and operated by Helen and Heather. They are basically lesbian vampires. Helen is a dwarven vampire with a really impressive, meticulously well-kept curly black beard and matching hair. And then Heather is a vampiric human who I feel like I can't legally say looks like Beyonce, but I'm going to low-key hint kind of looks like Beyonce if you're familiar with that singer, which I hope you are. Because they're both vampires and usually only come out at night, they do have a few, like, day shift employees. If you're getting up in the morning, the day shift employee that you'd come across is Vic, who is a 4-foot tall kobold man, basically a lizard man. He's, like, bluish, greenish in color. He has, like, a white button-down shirt, brown pants, and cute little rainbow suspenders, and he's just kind of, like, cleaning, you know, the tables and giving people breakfast. And this is the scene you're going to start at when you choose to wake up and come down from your room in the morning. Now, that being said, good morning, party. What are you doing?
Harassing the kitchen to let me help make breakfast.
All right, so you can't.
Harassing.
So you can't go directly in the kitchen because, like, you know, like the counter where they take orders is right in front of it. But you can go talk to Vic, the little kobold man. So is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. So how are you gonna convince him to let you into the kitchen?
I am a very good cook. See, try this. I give him some of the French toast. And I can help you.
He, like, gives you, like, a confused look and then takes, like, one bite of the French toast and then another, and then he just goes, hold on a sec, the rule is 5 bites to make sure it's 1 not poisonous and 2 really good. And then, so he takes a couple more and he goes, okay, I'm convinced, go ahead and go in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, Stormy's like, dang, that was easy. I'm like, yeah, Vic's pretty laid back and he loves food, so that was easy. So what is everyone else doing?
Lim-
Basil? Oh no.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Basil probably woke up to the food smells and, like, sleepily wandered downstairs with Theodore in tow to check out what's going on for breakfast.
Yeah, go for it. So, if you're just kind of, like, hanging out with Theodore and poking around for breakfast, there's like a lot of cool breakfast options. You know, there's omelets, French toast, pancakes, waffles. You know.
I'm assuming the French toast is Coquilla special.
Oh yeah, Coquilla
so
special.
Basil will be ordering the Coquilla special. a rat-sized serving for Theodore and a tiefling-sized serving for him.
Yeah, there's, like, a chalkboard that they write their menu on, and as, like, Kokia convinces Vic, which is very easy because he eats just about anything. Little NPC fact. And as Kokia like helps the cooks, like he's updating the chalkboard, so like there is like literally a Kokia special, and it like describes what the Kokia special is, and even like
Okay.
lists that we do pet servings too, and so you for sure are gonna get that.
Yes, with a tiny strawberry.
Hmm. Strawberries are a very large part of it.
Good.
Strawberry French toast, like the fruity tooty pancakes you can get at like IHOP.
Hmm.
Fruity tooty, fresh to fruity.
Yeah.
I would like to say that Lim is probably feeling a certain way about that dream. Very complicated emotions, but hunger overrides all emotions.
Lim's like, don't
So-
talk to me, I'm hungry.
Straight up, just do not. Lim has a coffee mug that says, "Don't talk to me until I've had my morning tea."
Lim and Basil have the same morning routine, just ignores prophetic dream, goes down to get breakfast.
And I'm also going to order the Kokia special with a nice hot cup of tea on the side.
It's chai.
Perfect.
Chai.
Best tea.
Oh, love me a good chai.
Alright, who's waking up next?
Fynn is a little bit hungry, but I think his first order of business is to go and see if he can get some ice skates and go ice skating.
So
Because he did not have a rink or like a lake nearby that was big enough to skate on.
yeah, so you're skipping breakfast and going straight for the ice skates?
I think Fynn does like a drive-by where he like runs in, smells the French toast, picks one up off of Basil's plate, and is like, okay, I'm going ice skating, bye! And just like walks out without waiting for anyone to follow him because he's just really excited.
Yeah, so Fynn, pretty close to the inn, there is like a winter sports like shack where like you can rent gear and like pay for someone to like give you lessons. Because it's pretty early in the morning, I'm gonna say probably like 8 or so. There's not a ton of people working. Like there seems to be 2 people working right now. One's a calico dragonborn man. Like he's really tall. He's probably like 7 feet tall, super buff.
Which is-
Despite his tall, intimidating appearance, as you get closer, you hear him talking to the other coworker, and he's just like, "Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to knock that over. I really need to watch where I'm going. I'm so sorry. Oops. Oh, maybe I should just stand outside of the shack. I always do this. Bad tail, bad." And he's like scolding his tail because he is a dragonborn with a tail. And the coworker's just laughing, and she just goes, "Oh my gosh, Grant, you do this every time. It's okay. I know it's kind of cramped in here. Maybe one day we can afford to, you know, upscale, upgrade, whatever the phrase is. But for now, don't worry about it. It's not like we have a ton of breakable stuff in here." And his coworker that's with him, she's just, I'm gonna say she is, what's her race I haven't used yet? I'm gonna say that she is a little, owl folk lady. She's got like, unlike Grant, who's like dressed kind of sporty, like very like easy to move in pants, stuff like that. She has like this like very layered like dress, and she looks more like she's gonna go dancing than anything else. But that might be just because she's a figure skater, because she does have her own set of skates on the counter. But those are the 2 people you can talk to, Fynn, if you want to get skates.
Just approach the counter and I just go, hi. You guys give lessons? How much? Is there like a sign, maybe?
Yeah, so they charge depending on how long you want the lesson to be. So like, it's kind of funny. So like one price is like, just teach me not to do a split on accident. That's like a piece of copper. There's like, just long enough where my date will be impressed. That's like, 15 copper. And then there's like, an hour, 2 hours that like goes up from there.
Know how much time we have here? Like, do I have the time to do like the long lesson, like the hour or 2?
Well, out of character, friends, are you okay with lingering in this area a bit so Fynn can do a long run, or would you want?
I'm not gonna. I wouldn't roleplay the whole thing. Just like
Yeah.
say it like.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I know that. I know that like. What Avery said off stream as well, so I don't want to like, take up too much time. But Fynn finally gets a chance to like do something, like kind of fun that he never got to do. So he's just like going all in. You know when you leave home for the first time and you're like, oh, I don't have to like get up at 7 a.m. I can sleep in, and then you're like, oh, I can go to the store by myself. Finn's having that right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I'll ask like, can I do like, just like an hour? My friends and I have to get back to what we're doing, but I would like to learn enough so that if, I don't know, if maybe we have to do like a fight on the ice, I don't completely slip and fall.
Oh yeah, slipping
And also,
and falling is a major worry. You know, Grant here spent most of the time on his butt when he first started skiing. And Grant, on hearing that, like blushes and he goes, "Katie, stop telling all my embarrassing stories." And she's like, "What? It's true."
yeah, that's. Well, I mean. Okay, your guys' whole thing aside, I do kind of. Yeah, how much for like just an hour?
Oh, just an hour's like well, we charge different rates because I do a lot of figure skating,
Right.
so I charge a bit more because we do a lot of fancy tricks with me. So I do a gold. Henry, who's more of a I don't know how to put it. Henry, how would you describe your skating lessons? And Henry just not Henry. I meant Grant. I'm thinking of wrong NPC. Grant, how would you describe your your skating lessons? And Grant just kind of hums for a second. And he goes, "Well, I like to think of it as definitely not going to be pro, but you also won't embarrass yourself. So like nice in the middle. So Katie's great if you want to like do a lot of fancy dancing on the ice. I'm more of like just your average Joe kind of skating."
Take a lesson with what was his name? Grant.
Okay, perfect. So you know, Grant helps you get your gear and teaches you to put it all on, and that sort of stuff. And I don't know a lot about skating, so we're not going to get into it. But it's kind of funny because like Grant, super clumsy in that tiny shack. As you're walking toward like the frozen lake, he is pretty clumsy on land. But as soon as he's on ice, he's like a lot less clumsy. He's still not like, oh, look at me, I'm so, graceful, but he is a lot less clumsy on the ice, which is really funny. At least I think it's funny. And he helps you make sure you don't face plant. And if you want to do like an athletics check or something, I can tell you how your first few attempts go. So why don't you just roll like a couple of like athletics or dexterities, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Well, so my artist gives me disadvantage on athletics checks. Would you say that with the assistance of Grant that they would give me advantage, which would cancel out the disadvantage?
Yeah, I'd say cancel it out.
Cool. Then I will attempt. No, you know what? I'll do a dexterity check just because it's a better modifier. Because I don't think I'm trying to do like fancy tricks. Just trying to balance.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 15.
So you do, there's a few times where you're a little wobbly and have to do like the windmill thing, but you neither face plant nor butt plant, land on your butt, and you also don't ever do a split. Like you're pretty solid. Like there's a few close calls following, but overall, you're doing great. And Grant just goes, "Wow, you're kind of a natural." When I first started, I spent most of my time sliding on the ice on my face on accident, but that tends to be a lot of my tail issue too. I swear my tail has a mind of its own sometimes. You probably saw me in the shop knocking things over. I like it better out here. At least there's more room.
Oh look, without my cane, I would be I'd just be crawling, or I'd just have to like. No, I don't even know how I'm doing good, and at that point I think Fynn probably like wobbles, just like, oh fuck. Oh no, I got it. Okay, I got it. Just like doing the like the crouch thing, just like sliding very slowly over the ice. He's like, okay. Look around to see if anybody in my party happens to be looking outside.
Anyone looking out the window?
I want to impress them.
I would like to say that Lim saw Fynn go out on the ice and was like, oh, I have an idea. Who has Steven right now?
Oh, I'll probably say with Firenze.
Very camera.
Probably Firenze.
Okay. Yeah, friends.
Lim would like to borrow... I'm gonna walk up to friends and be like, hey, can I borrow Steven for a second?
Friends was already like pointing the camera out the window and, huh?
He's already taking pictures. Oh.
Never mind. I'm gonna sit there with Firenze at the window with the camera, and we're just gonna sit there and take pictures of Fynn.
As you're taking photos, you hear Steven go, fall, fall, fall. Just kidding, don't fall. But it would be kind of funny though, just a little bit.
Joke's on you, Steven. I rolled a 15.
Steven's like, do a flip.
Do a flip.
Do a flip.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh my god.
We have to. Friends will look over and ask, do we have to give Steven a bath anytime?
Do fairies need baths?
Steven goes, I'm self-sufficient. I wash myself. Yay!
Yay!
I don't know.
Don't think too hard about it.
If Steven keeps threatening, if Steven keeps asking for people to fall, we might have to give Steven a bath.
At that, Steven
No.
hisses.
Oh no.
Can Basil like order a Steven-sized amount of French toast and just like gently walk over and slide it into the camera?
Yeah,
and then
perfect.
walk back and work on his own plate of French toast.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you totally do that. And Steven goes, you're the new favorite. I mean, I don't have favorites.
But if I did, it'd be you.
Basil's just like double thumbs up, mouth full.
Alright.
Callie just wakes up last, and when she finally comes downstairs, you see she's got like extra grease like rubbed on her face, and her eyes are red, and she just walks to where the table is and sits down, just like coffee.
Coffee. Alright, so with that,
Amazing.
I hate to cut us off, but we are coming up on our break, so we got 5 minutes, so I'm gonna say come back at, if I can do math, 23? Yep.
Mhm.
And I'll put the break
bad.
screen up.
10. Oh, so 7:23 for those on the PST.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Callie's
I'll
just
get
like
some food.
coffee.
Tea time.
I wonder if I could figure out a strawberry-based coffee recipe.
It's just a frappuccino
Just-
at that point.
Yeah. Pretends I know anything about coffee. Oh my god. So I've been playing Skyward Sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna talk until Caleb's got their passage. Caleb, feel free to stop me. So I've been playing Skyward Sword HD for the Switch, and you know, I wanted to like it. I'm like, the aesthetic is cool, the story making me feel things, but oh boy, some of the gameplay and some of the controls. And keep in mind, I'm also not using motion controls. I mean, like, redid this for people who and so I'm using that, so it's all button presses, and it's just some of it's fine, some of it's cool, like some of the dungeon ideas have been really cool, but man, it's just anyway, I'm not done with it quite yet, but like I think as somebody who is making his way through as many Zelda titles as I can, it's definitely not my favorite. That award goes to Breath of the Wild, but I can see a lot of what Breath of the Wild got from Skyward Sword, and so I'm thankful that Skyward Sword exists. But yeah.
Alright, I have my passage.
Yeah.
Some fanfic for you all tonight.
Oh
So,
no. Don't read my immortal, come on.
no.
The poor author's got nothing to
Of man's first disobedience and the fruit of that forgotten tree, whose mortal test brought death into the world of all our woe. With loss of Eden, 'tis one greater man restore us and regain the blissful seat, sing heavenly muse that on the secret top of Oreb or of Sinai didst inspire that shepherd who first taught the chosen seed. In the beginning, how heaven and earth rode out of chaos, or if Sion hill delight thee more, and Siloa's brook that flowed fast by the oracle of God, I thence invoke thy aid to my adventurous song that will no middle flight intends to soar above the Aeonian mount, while it pursues, sings it unattempted yet in prose or rhyme, and chiefly thou, O spirit, that dost prefer before all temples the upright heart and pure instruct me, for thou knowest, thou from the first was present, and with mighty wings outspread, dove-like sattest, brooding on the vast abyss, and madst if pregnant, what in me is dark. Illumine what his low raise and support, that to the highest of this ground argument I may assert the eternal providence and justify the ways of God to men.
I put the guess in chat, but I'm going to say it out loud.
Paradise Lost by John Milton. It's one of my favorite stories. Although, fuck John Milton.
Oh, yeah, well.
He's a pompous asshole.
Oh,
he literally
yeah,
said
Like me and love.
justify the ways of God to men.
You have to separate the art from the artist when it comes to these old things. Partly because of the, like, you know, the cultural shift, but also just because, like, oh god. You don't write novels like that or stories like that if you're, like, a normal person.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? You gotta be a little troubled.
My favorite.
Yeah. Don't get me started on Robert Heinlein. I got several rants about him, and none of them are good. Anyway. Oh, we got like 20 seconds.
20 whole seconds.
Speedrun.
Fun fact, John Milton, he didn't actually write any of it because he was blind. He had a scribe that wrote all of it, and he would speak out more each morning for the scribe, and when the scribe wasn't there on time or was not did not seem ready to start writing, he would proclaim that he was ready to be milked of his words.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
God.
Okay.
So go into game with that information. Have fun with that.
Yeah, no, fuck John Milton.
I say, on that note, back
I
to
know nothing else
D&D.
about it, but I've already written him off. Alright.
Oh, wrong scene. I do that every time. Hold on.
You are valid.
Oh,
Man, Hale, you did some
there
busy.
we go.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I have been kind of responding a little late to stuff.
No, you're so good.
You're good.
Alright. So did everyone get the waking up scene that they wanted to do done?
I think so. Where was Callie
Yeah.
through all this?
Callie was in her room and came downstairs right at the end and said coffee, and then we went on break.
Oh, right. I remember now.
I can see clearly now.
Yeah, she got extra grease on her face, and her eyes were all red, and she's just like, coffee.
Coffee.
Copy.
Yeah, so, for the sake of time, I'm gonna have to cut the ice skating short. But
That's fine.
to wrap it up, I'm gonna say that, you know, Grant's so impressed, and, you know, you go back and talk to Grant and Katie more, they're so impressed where they can't give you, like, new skates for free, but they have an old pair that if you're okay with them being like a little scuffed up and whatever, you can have them for free. So you can add used ice skates to your inventory, so you now have those. And Grant also gave you a coupon for if you were to get lessons with him next time. It's like 15% off.
Whoa. Cool.
So there's that. So you're all gonna gather back at the inn and finish up your breakfast. And it's and I'm gonna say that you're just kind of finishing up breakfast. Maybe thinking about having a convo of what to do next. When the answer walks through the door. So you've met this person before. You haven't seen them in a while. In through the door walks a light red-skinned, red-eyed, red-horned, black-haired tiefling, dresses like a goth vampire. You nicknamed them Farryn, but their real name is Farryn. Farryn in the flesh. They look worse for wear. They've got a couple like scars on their arms and face. They also got a black eye. Despite these injuries, when they see you, and I'm gonna say you're all downstairs now. So I didn't mention End was downstairs, but End is also downstairs and eating breakfast with you. Upon seeing you all, Farryn goes, "Well, long time no see. Care to explain what happened with the train?" Well, I guess that's partly my fault, but in my defense, I was kind of too busy, almost dying to help with the train thing.
Yeah, what happened to you?
Well, we don't really have.
Where have you been?
Yeah, we thought you were, well, not dead, but we were like, we were supposed to meet up with you, and then we didn't. Are you good? What happened?
Well, we don't have time to unpack all of what happened to me, but you all have had time to pack, right? Like all of your belongings are on your person right now?
Yes?
Yes.
Well, that makes this easy, because you're all in the wrong place right now, so I'm just going to help you out. And they kind of clap their hands a couple times. Clap, clap, clap. And suddenly, you're in a place where most of you aren't familiar with this location, but Fynn is. Fynn, do you want to describe your hometown of Skystead?
Well, before I describe Skystead, Fynn is the first person to notice where they are. So he immediately uses his disguise self to... I want to look like... I just want to look like Matt Mercer.
Perfect.
I think I described Fynn in my notes. I described his appearance as looking like a palette swap Matt Mercer anyway. So I just want to look like a human man with, the appearance is pretty much the same, but the patch is invisible, and the cane is noticeably like a different pattern. Like I do not look like myself, but the town of Skystead is, if any of you have played, speaking of Zelda, if any of you have played Breath of the Wild, it is like Hateno Town, where it's got that like kind of like stone brickwork on the side, but instead of the buildings being beige, they're a lot darker, so they're more earthy. And going through the town are these like very well worn, because a lot of people have passed through, or at least a lot of the townsfolk has passed through, these like cobblestone roads. Every now and then there's a little patch of grass, because nearby there are a lot of grasslands and farmland, but there's this small little town, and the vibe of the people is very much small town. I don't want to go too far in being, because I know I'm not the DM here, but Fynn, as soon as everyone sort of pops into this, he's like, okay, I'm gonna need everybody to not call me by my name. I'm gonna need y'all to come up with a different name for me, because I know where we are. We are in my hometown.
Leslie.
I was gonna say Larry.
Leslie Larry, there we go.
This was a teleport spell, right?
Yep.
Counterspell, no.
As we land, Firenze just like fully goes, okay, great. Stumbles over about 5 feet away to like some bushes and just throws up in the bushes.
Oh no, Firenze.
Oh, good start.
Cool. Okay.
Lim stole by accident because they were holding the vodka.
I was still holding my chai mug when we were teleported, so
It's
I have
a-
a free mug now.
As
Lim wins by doing absolutely nothing.
say as friends does that, Farryn pulls out a paper bag from their bag and they go, "Here, oh, I'm a little late. Sorry." Because they were gonna give you a paper bag to throw up in.
As you know, Matt Mercer does. I have the beard. Think Matt Mercer I think started campaign 2 of Critical Role, so hair is about the same length as Fynn, so kind of mid back. I just turned to Farryn and I go, Is this some kind of? I just pull him aside. And I'm like, is this some kind of torture thing? Is this enforced therapy? Do we actually need something from this town, or are you just messing around? You gotta tell me.
Well, as much as messing with all you would be so much fun, answers aren't free. Nothing in life is free. So if you want answers to solve you got a lot of problems. You got the Raven Queen thing, you've got the Byron thing, you've got your thing, and they give you a knowing look. Then your friends got their things, and they make a face at your friends. You have a lot of issues intertwined with God stuff, which is destined to be a mess. This is my way of helping you without making it too obvious, because as you can tell, and they point to their black eye, when I make it too obvious, I have issues. So I can't give you much more than that, because I really don't want to get almost beat to death again. So, ta-da!
Take me to my hometown, which I deliberately ran away from because of reasons.
Well,
Fynn is noticeably anybody y'all can't hear what he's saying, but he's noticeably not as cool as he normally is, and not as chill. He's a little nervous.
Listen, we're both familiar with the churches here and how, and they pause, purposely trying to find a not so charged adjective. Unique they are. I think you'll find if you go to those churches, I know, not ideal, and observe what's happening there, you can better understand your other problems. And then you also might be able to help people now. I don't know if you like your parents, but you might want to check on them too. Yeah. Any other questions that I probably can't answer?
For me, no. But okay, I'll
Wait.
I'll let Barton go back. I was gonna say Farryn, and then I fucked up. I'll sort of come back to the group and just go, "Hey, everyone!" And I noticeably try to make my voice a little deeper. I'm trying to do the "Hello, my name is Markiplier." I don't know how deep I can get it right now. But Fynn just goes, "Hi, everyone. Welcome to Skystead in the country of Oshel. Yeah. Farryn. Any questions for Farryn or for me? Because I know this area really well. Don't ask how I know, but you could probably guess from the fact that I'm very nervous right now.
Wait, hold on. Fart, I have 2 questions.
Not my name, but continue.
That wasn't one of the questions, just clarifying. So, you're not going to give us more information because last time you got hurt. Is correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And we are not full members of the guild yet, so there is no real thing that is protecting you from us hurting you. Is that also correct?
Well, even if you were in the guild, like your friend here, they point to End, you still could hurt me if you want to, I guess.
Okay, that makes it even better.
No, it doesn't. I don't.
Oh no.
Why do you want to beat me up?
So what you're saying is we could there's nothing stopping us right now from just also beating the information out of you.
Can I suggest, if we're gonna do this, that maybe we do it not in full view of people? And I gesture to the fact that there are probably people walking through the street right now, probably early morning kind of stuff, and that people are definitely staring at us. And Fynn will explain, so Skystead doesn't normally get adventurers, so if we're gonna do something weird, let's not do it where people are Yeah.
Can I also suggest not hitting me more? I think I've been hit enough recently.
Do you want to give us a fuller explanation of what we're doing then?
Could we get like a hint, maybe?
So,
Well, I've been given a hint.
a hint. And then, like, they hum, trying to think of how to say things, and their gaze kind of bounces between all of you, and they think a little more, and they go, well, I think a hint I could give, which is still pretty cryptic, is upon meeting your friend here, I think it's become obvious that whether mortal, not mortal, or something else, there's a lot of type of beings out there, we all have our issues, in that I have my limits just like your disowned demigod friend over here, and they point to End, has their issues. I can't clarify who I am because, well, I'm not really supposed to exist. Well, you're not supposed to know I exist, but you kind of you kind of know I exist. The Traveler definitely knows I exist because there's that. The Raven Queen knows I exist because issues with her. We're not gonna get into that right now. But anyway, the less people that can confirm I exist, the better, because you're not supposed to know I exist, because it disrupts the balance of the universe, which I know sounds crazy. And I'm just gonna end there before the others find me and are like, you're breaking the rules again, don't you ever learn, Farryn? I'm gonna be like, yes, I don't care because you all are pain in the butt. Anyway, unlike the others, I enjoy a good hurt comfort story. They all just want angst, so that's why I'm helping you.
Give me one good reason why I should believe you.
They do look pretty beat up.
Well, it would be best for the podcast plot if you leave me.
Worthwhile break. Okay, that's
What's a
enough
What's a podcast?
Well, you see,
Reluctantly.
you see, my friends.
Just breaks the fourth wall. No.
Farryn is Deadpool confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The real
turns to
Terrence
camera.
Farryn just shrugs and goes,
Oh my god.
I mean, you either believe me if you don't. I mean, it'd be in my best interest if you believe me. What you want to do is up to you. Either way, I'm having fun, so.
Like, just to clarify, you want us to go into this town and observe. You don't, need us to kill an evil bishop or, want us to, sacrifice a goat to a deity to help empower them or anything like that.
We're not hurting a goat.
Observing.
Observing, your friend might want to do their corruption absorption healing thingy.
It almost killed them last time.
Yeah, well, I don't have any other solutions to offer you right now, so that's the kind of what you got. I mean, I guess if it comes down to it, if you're really worried, you can pick and choose people. Maybe start with your parents and throw in a few kids if they still have some juice left afterward.
Okay. Follow-up question. Is there anything in the rules that says I'm not supposed to incapacitate evil bishops?
The rules are kind of complicated because what they are. So there's overarching rules and there's rules depending on.
I don't care about the archbishops. I'm just want the regular ones.
I mean, if you want to kill a bishop that's evil, that's fine. Or you maybe you
I don't
can
want
become.
I don't want to kill them. I just want to chop off their legs. I'm tired of them moving diagonally at me. It's annoying.
Oh my god.
I mean, sure, why not?
Oh, the chest joke.
Don't mind me just calling out Caleb in the Discord. Don't worry about it.
So, I'm gonna invite folks as this is happening to do either an Arcana or a religion check if you want to vibe check Farryn.
I absolutely would like to vibe check Farryn.
I'll do Arcana.
Vibe check.
I got a 3!
Ooh,
Wait, you said
16.
Arcana or Religion?
Yeah. So you can roll religion too if you think it would help you.
I think I have the same one. So I'll do...
Okay,
think I have
that's
the
better.
Can I roll
Arcana.
a sleight of hand check to see if Fart has anything in their pockets?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh no. Don't pickpocket the high-level NPC, please.
Can I like give friends advantage for that?
Yeah, go for it.
Do I have to use Bardic Inspiration for that, or can I just give it to him?
I'll just say you help him. Like, maybe you distract them while Friends is being a sneaky sneak.
Go for it. Get that.
Get
Oh,
that
did it
advantage.
not come through?
No, I didn't. Just tell me what you got if you want.
It didn't. It must not have rolled
Oh.
all the way. All right. I got a 7.
Thank
get-
God for the
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, so I'll come back to the other checks in a second. We're gonna start with Friends. Friends,
Oh no.
you know, everyone's talking to Farryn, like they seem kind of distracted. You kind of ruffle through their pockets. Most of their pockets are empty except for one pocket. You pull out a piece of paper. The paper says, "Fuck you, Firenze," in all capitals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do I see?
Friends writes something on the note and puts it back in the pocket.
Can I do a check to see what he wrote on it?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna do like a
Do maybe
investigation or insight.
um
I'll do investigation.
yeah, go for it.
We're gonna be on this. We're gonna be on this forever.
Investigation.
Oh
Or
no.
anxiety?
Oh. I only got a 5.
They write too fast.
Yeah, just
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Yeah, sorry, Lim. I'm gonna say Lim. You see what Farryn had on it, but like, Friends is like so determined to like write something back that he shoves it right back in there, and like you don't see what Friends wrote, but you did see that Farryn had wrote "fuck you, Friends." Back to the other checks. So, you all aren't new to gods and stuff. Like, through meeting Scarecrow back in the, session 0, you have a sense of what a god's, like, magical energy feels like. And through meeting End, you know what, a demigod's kind of magical energy feels like. Farryn in front of you, their energy feels stronger than a god's, which shouldn't be possible, but there it is.
Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that.
And what's even more concerning is they did canonically get beat up by someone or multiple people earlier, so there's someone strong enough to beat them up too.
What is the Q continuum?
No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that.
I have a theory.
Farryn gets
But-
kicked out of the Q continuum. It's my
I
favorite
have
Star Trek episode. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a theory, but I don't think Basil is smart enough to have this theory, and it's hurting me.
Oh.
Well, do you
Aw.
out of character want to say what your theory is?
Sure. Yeah, okay. Is Farryn the traveler, but from an alternate or universe?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's cool.
Not gonna lie though, that does seem like the kind of theory that somebody with a low intelligence would come up with. Like, you can absolutely
Hey,
pull that.
Corey! Come on!
Okay,
No, I
let's just say-
seriously mean that. Like, it's so close to like being something so for real, but that's a crack theory.
It's a game theory.
Game theory.
Okay. We'll go with it then. We'll go with
The
it then.
theory.
That's a packet. Okay.
I think Basil just kind of like angrily stops out to him and is like, "Are you from an alternate universe?"
Farryn laughs and is like, "Oh, that'd be really funny if I was, but no." And they are telling the truth. So just to jog your memory, is they said that people aren't allowed to know they exist, and they said that the Traveler and the Raven Queen know them, but others don't. So just try to logic it out for a second. If they were a god or demigod or some sort of god, other gods would probably know them. Like the Traveler, the Raven Queen doesn't like them, but she knows of them. So you can rule a god out. And to give you another hint, is a while back when I wrote up the god info, there was different kinds of gods. And at the top, there was a section for beings called the Fates that they weren't sure if they really existed or not, and they were supposed to control important events that happen in the universe. So that's just a little thing to think about as well. And they
The
were
god level is plot device.
Yep, and the Fates were said to have existed before the gods and actually created, the first ones. And then the first gods created the others, kind of like a domino. That's
So
just-
in character,
yes.
I'm just sort of I don't really vibe check Farryn. I just kind of look at them, and then I'm like, okay. All that aside, you said we need to check on whatever's going on with the churches.
Yeah, you might actually want to start with your parents and then go to church. Although your parents go to church a lot, so maybe just you could do a one-stop shop sort of thing.
I probably know where they'd be this time of day, so Fynn reluctantly sort of kind of starts walking in a direction towards I think it was the southern end of town, and just goes, all right, we're about to find out a lot about me and my backstory. Trying very hard to deepen his voice, but not successfully.
He's like,
Trying
my
very-
backstory.
Oh, Mom, my name is Markiplier. Well, no, I'm trying to be like quote unquote in character.
I know, I get it.
I'm playing a dude disguised as another dude. Yeah, and I just sort of start walking ahead, and I'm like, so yeah, I'm Leslie Larry. Like, is the name we decided on. I'm like, let's go check on my parents. Uh-oh. Probably not good.
Yeah, so with that, we do have to wrap up for tonight. So it looks like next session, the party's going to church.
Oh god, no.
So thank you.
Hosiers, take me to church.
I need to change clothes.
Oh yeah, by the
It's
way,
fine.
you all need to change out of winter clothes because you've got teleported and are way too overdressed for the weather right now.
Mm.
Time to draw a new outfit.
But to wrap up, so thank you so much for listening, watching, following, all that stuff. Don't forget that we have a link tree with all the handful links, YouTube, Spotify, all that. It's linktr.ee/mwm_pod. Our Twitter is mwm_pod. We got, our wiki, our Tumblr. Like, come connect with us. We'd love to see you. We're every other Wednesday, so the next time we will have a game is September 22nd, 9:10 to 10:45 p.m. And with that, good night. Cass, want to say anything else?
Thank you for listening.
Beer.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
And to scene. I'm going to stop streaming.